Is it true Donald Trump tried to give you money to endorse him one time?
I got a call, but
I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. Yeah, 50 Cent is afraid of politics. He appeared on the Breakfast Club. We know these people. A question surfaced to him if Trump team gave him money to perform. This clip you just saw went viral when Trump was shot the first time. 50 Cent did this, and this clip went viral and gave him a lot of stream. And previously, he made some comment like a lot of black people are lying with Trump because of what is going on. On this clip, we are going to take an exclusive look into what is going on. But before we do that, Megyn Kelly is extremely not happy with Trump campaign.
Even Megyn Kelly, of course, formerly of Fox News, had this to say about the Madison Square Garden rally earlier this week. Watch.
It was too brotastic, okay? It was. You're trying to win an election in which you're hemorrhaging female voters. Maybe when you present in front of hundreds, thousands at least, at Madison Square Garden, you clean up the bro talk just a little so you don't alienate women in the middle of America who are already on the fence about Republicans. We're trying to get him elected. We don't need to rally the base or guys anymore.
Mike, is she right?
No, she's right. Look, the last 10 days of an election, last week of an election, it's do no harm. That's generally what you're trying to do, and I think to your point. So I understand why they did Madison Square Garden. I think it had more to do with the president, with President Trump's desire to be at Madison Square Garden than anything else.
Is that what it's always about with Trump?
It is to a certain extent, but
like
this is also where the campaign should step in and say, okay, we're going to control this environment, because you don't have 10 days out, 9 days out. You don't have the ability to right the ship after that. Now, I don't think that this is fatal, but I think Megyn Kelly is absolutely correct.
It wasn't a Nazi rally. All that's nonsense. But I'm telling you, even for me, and I voted for Donald Trump last week, it was too brotastic. Sitting behind the scenes, coming up with the guest lineup and saying, let's just have a word with the guys who are going to be speaking about this isn't the bar. This isn't their living room. This is a campaign. This is politics. We're trying to get him elected. We don't need to rally the base.
Yes, so you can see why Megyn Kelly is extremely upset with Trump campaign. Sometimes I don't want to post videos of other things they say that are good to hear, but it is okay for us to look deep into this. When you look at the whole scenario, I never really saw it that way, the way she put out. CNN struggling to align with her on this clip. Now going back into 50 Cent, there is something more concerning. 50 Cent said that Trump campaign reached out to him even when right to RNC, they wanted him to perform there and to perform here also at Madison Square Garden. He rejected. Reason he put out was simple. He's afraid of politics. He understands that if he accepts this, Democrat will start coming after him. We all know these people, right?
I got a call, but they wanted me to, Sunday.
Oh, they wanted you to come yesterday,
Madison Square Garden?
this week.
Yeah.
They wanted you to
because
pop
they
out
wanted
there?
you to perform Mini Men. They wanted you to perform Mini Men at the RNC too, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they still offered me $3 million.
To perform?
At the RNC or this past Sunday?
Huh?
At
No, this past Sunday.
At $3 million.
Mm-hmm.
And then they offered you money for the Republican National Convention too, right?
Mm-hmm.
At $3 million. And then they offered you money for the Republican National Convention too, right?
He turned
How
it
much
down?
is that?
Yeah, I didn't even go far back. I wasn't talking to them about that kind of stuff. 'Cause I'm afraid of politics, bro. So you understand?
That is what happened. 50 Cent understand exactly what Democrat was start doing to him immediately he performed. It's not like he has changed his mind. On one interview, a question surfaced to him who he is supporting. He made it clear, like he sees a lot of black people aligning with Trump. When I saw this, it was good judgment. He had to rethink not to take that offer.
Have you made a decision?
I haven't.
What do you think is the
Thank you.
last question? What do you see as the significance of African American men in this election? For both of you.
I see them identifying with Trump
Why do you say that?
because they got Rico charges. And
In the middle of America who are already on the fence about Republicans. Do they have no women advising their campaign? Is there no actual woman sitting behind the scenes, coming up with the guest lineup and saying, let's just have a word with the guys who are going to be speaking about this isn't the bar. This isn't their living room. This is a campaign. This is politics. We're trying to get him elected. We don't need to rally the base.
But we can't just be cynical about our country because this is still the last best hope that we have in the free world. And our message to Gen Z is this. You're going to be the generation that saves the country. You want to be a rebel? 18 years old, stand up on your college campus and call yourself a conservative. Be proud of it. Say you want to get married, have kids, raise a family, and have a good job. That's how we win in America. We don't have to be this nation in decline. We are still on our way up. We're still that country where we will look our children in the eye and mean it when we tell them, you get ahead in the United States with your own hard work, your own commitment, your own dedication, and that you know what? You are free to speak your mind at every step of the way. That is the American dream. That is what we are running to. And that is what we get when we send Donald Trump back to the White House this November. Thank you. God.
Megyn Kelly is finding it difficult to accept that these people came on stage. He didn't like this idea. I don't know, according to her, maybe women could only show up to speak or what exactly. I'm struggling to understand. When you look at Vivek here, he was on point. I watched the whole thing. I've not reacted to other videos. I decided to select some videos like this to show you what is going on. CNN is doing a whole segment on Megyn Kelly because they outlined what she said. Now going back into this Nazi issue, this thing triggered a lot of people onto it even led to a guest being fired on CNN because he went off on this.
But of course, for the media, there was one moment in particular that raised the alarms.
The opening act, grabbing headlines for all the wrong reasons. A comedian who offered unfunny, racist, cringeworthy jokes.
Basically calling Puerto Ricans trash.
The most repulsive racial jokes about Latinos.
Disgusting and hateful.
So incredibly crude.
Frankly, just too X-rated to play here.
Extremely.
Well, let me tell you something, Trump-a-maniac.
Aggressively anti-common sense.
Right.
That takes place on the left.
Right. So
that's why they keep running that ad.
Fascist, his friends are all dictators.
I don't care about that at all. Not at all.
Because?
January 6th was not good.
Wait, why don't you care about that at all?
Because they've been saying that about Trump for years. They've been saying that about Republican candidates for years. It has like a long storied history. If you are at all...
Fight for your country.
You're calling yourself...
Well, this is a problem.
Holmes Enterprise.
If you are over 18, please register to vote for something else.
Are now stepping forward.
Seen before.
I don't care if they write that.
This is happening.
She's very close to Trump. She's 30.
A financial Republican.
Tim Walz.
Look at what Democrats are experiencing.
And sometimes there's a trend line that I never noticed before and make me go, whoa.
You know, Whoopi, you always say you don't believe in polls.
Throw a birthday party for Diddy.
Hey, you're calling yourself...
Well, this is a problem.
If you are over 18, please register to vote for